To unlock all the tablets, the password is 1234. Once you unlock, you'll come to this main screen. Logging into Lightspeed is our ordering system that we use. So Lightspeed is the little app down here with the little flame on it, so click into that. Your login password for Lightspeed is the same as your Bizimply password, which would have been sent to for clocking in. So first page you'll see then is our floor plan. So depending on the restaurant that you're working in, the floor plans will be quite different. If it's not the floor that you want to order on, you simply toggle at the top left hand corner and that will give you your option. So I wanted to order for the basement in Limerick. To open a table, simply click into the table and the first pop-up you'll get is how many guests are on that table. So for this specific table, I'm going to say that there's 3. If you make an error and realize I've put in 3, there's actually only 2. All you need to do is minimize it here and it'll delete it for you. So I want to say there's 2. On this bottom scroll bar, you'll see a lot of different, what these are our categories. So depending on the menus that are on at a certain moment in time, some of these will be on, some of them will be off. But for the purpose of this video, I have them all on. We'll have a look at the breakfast first. So in our breakfast, we have everything broken down. So you've got your full jacks, your mini jacks, your full veg, your brekkie rolls, veggie rolls, etc., pancakes, French toast. We'll start with the full jack, just to give us all an example. If there's an item that you want to order, you simply select into it. It will give you automatic pop-ups, and what they're doing is they're prompting you to order specific to this guest. So say this gentleman is having a full jack and he wants a cup of tea with it. Click into the full jack then and you have 2 further questions to ask him. So how would he like his eggs? Would he like them poached, scrambled or fried? As standard, if somebody just orders poached eggs, they are soft. So I'm going to, for the example of this, go with poached soft. We also ask them what type of toast they'd like. As standard, we offer white and brown. We do have sourdough and soda bread, gluten-free bread available at request. So for the purpose of this, I'll just say he's having brown toast. Then moving forward, we hit done. That's that gentleman's order there. The other lady at the table would like to order a Spitjack Classic. So what I do is I click into my Eggs Benedict and I see my Spitjack Classic. This lady, although, would like her sauce on the side, so all we do in that instance is click into the item. You'll see kitchen messages here, allergies and notes. So if we want to write a note to the kitchen, we have a button there to do so. The other option is if you go into your kitchen messages, a lot of your pre-used terms are there. So sauce on the side or no sauce. So this lady would like no sauce, but scrolling through them, majority of your alternatives are there. Just making sure to hit done. She'd also like a cup of coffee, so selecting into your bar, coffee, she'd like a cappuccino. They'd also like some pancakes afterwards, so the best situation to do here is click into your pancakes. Which pancakes would they like? So they'd like the bacon and maple syrup pancakes, and hit done. So this is this entire table's order now at this stage. So what we need to do is we need to send it to the kitchen. So we hit send, and what this does then, it assigns it into courses for us. So it's telling us that we want the tea and the coffee first, then the full jack, the classic and the pancakes. But what we want in this situation is we want the pancakes to come after the food. So we'll change the course of the food. We'll move the food up to course 1, so the classic and the full jack. That way they're going to get the tea and the cappuccino with the full jack and the classic first, and then the pancakes are going to be held. The kitchen are then aware that not to make the pancakes until they're called away. Then what we do is we hit send, and that will go to the kitchen. The course changing applies a lot more on dinner service. So if I was to scroll through this here now, we go into dinner. So we have 3 ladies on this table, so I'm going to change that to 3. They're going to have a meat board and a camembert to share for the starters. So camembert and a meat board. And then one of the ladies is going to have the rotisserie chicken. So I'm clicking into dinner. Main courses, the rotisserie chicken. But she would like that with mash, no rosti. So what we do is we click into the item, sub mash, scroll to the bottom, put a note, no rosti. The other lady on that table would like the pork belly, but she'd like it with fries. So we just click into it, sub fries. And the other lady would actually like a calamari, but she'd like that with the main courses. So as normal, pop in your calamari. Then as we go to send this order, you hit send. So with this, the calamari shows up as a starter, but we don't want that. We want it as a main course, so I'm moving it down to course 2. So you can see, you can review then before sending that it's the camembert and the meat board, followed by the calamari, the chicken and the pork belly. So we send that again. Another great feature of MarketMan, or of Lightspeed, is the firing. So we're able to call away from the tablets. We don't have to verbalize to the kitchen. We can just call away as it is. So in a hypothetical table here that's sent, you can see the courses here. There's a little fire button. If we have sent this button will come white. So then all we do is hit fire, and the kitchen are then aware that it's call away from main course. It's a great time that if you get into the routine of calling away your table, then resetting it just gets you into that habit of making sure then that the tables are reset for mains. For payments on tables, another thing, when we click into pay, so this table here finished up eating, and they like to pay. So we have a couple of different options. We can either obviously take card or cash for the entire table as they'd like. You can split the bill, so if they'd like to split it 3 ways, we just click it 3, and it will divide that out for you, person by person. If we want to change that and go, actually no, they'd like to pay a certain amount, we click into the table and combine them, or we revert the split, my apologies, revert the split. So then what they'd like to do, so this lady would like to pay for the camembert and the pork belly, so we split by selected items. So this is this lady's bill, the camembert and the porchetta. If you do something wrong, what you do, you click it into it and you combine it with receipt 1, and then you go back to square one again. So it was actually the meat board and the pork belly she wanted to pay for, so you do the same. Again, once you just make sure that once the payment is taken that you finalize the table, that closes off the table. If we finalize any table, it will automatically knock you back to this page. So you just have to log back in again and go through that process again. If you have a table that's open and it's got 000 on it, simply hit pay and finalize the table. That will close off the table and have it clear for the next person that's coming. Again, we just clear and finalize and finalize. Lightspeed is a great ordering system for the fact that it speaks very well to the kitchen. The kitchen here will do almost anything for anybody, so don't be afraid to ask them, can you change this? Can we alter this? What are the ways we can do this? What are the alternatives that they can have? It's a great ordering system for servers at the table. It means we don't have to move very far. We can request the orders, put in the modifiers, everything at the table. It kind of limits the amount of interaction that we do have with the kitchen. In your downtime, it's always worth taking a little bit of time to run through this. Taking your time with orders is essential to making sure that it works.